Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you 5 designer fragrances that never get any love. Like, these are very underrated. 4 of the 5 I actually enjoy, but one of them I did not. However, it had to make the list because for what you're spending, it's good bang for your buck. These are all, for the most part, under $40 Canadian, -1. And let's start off with that one first. Calvin Klein CK Free Blue. This actually was launched, I believe, in 2014. This is a great summer scent. There are other CK Frees out there. The original CK Free is the most popular one. And I understand, you know, because that one there is a damn sexy scent. I believe it has like cardamom, but also anise. Super sexy. But this one here is more understated. The longevity, unfortunately, is not the best. You're gonna get about 3 to 4 hours. So with this one, there are watery notes or aquatics. There's lavender, there's mandarin, there's mint, musk, amber, leather, cardamom, nutmeg, and so on. What I personally get is, I get the aquatics. Very clean and fresh. I do get a little bit of the warm spices. If you hear any rattling, please forgive. The wind today is just insane. I'm filming a bunch of videos and I'm having to repeat myself. So wind gusts of up to 60 clicks an hour. So that's like 35 miles per hour. Just nuts today. But like aquatics, a little bit of warm spices. You are gonna get the mandarin. There's that lavender and of course the mint. I don't get the leather, but I do get the musk. It's great. It is understated and underrated. If you're looking for a fragrance that's just for you, not for others, this is one that you might like. I find that, and I have both. I got this one and I got the CK Free. I was looking for the other two, but you know, I'm not spending a lot of money for something that's hard to come by. This one here comes across as a little bit more mature. It is ageless, but I find that CK Free has a little bit more of a youthful feel. This just comes across as a little bit more, well, this one is more mature than the original CK Free is what I'm trying to say. Perfect for like a white t-shirt, casual, but you can absolutely wear this to work. There is a little bit, just a little bit of like, of a bit of a traditional vibe to it. I don't know if it's the spices or if it's the aquatics, the lavender, but there is a little bit of an old school feel, but most certainly modern. Let's go with the one that I personally don't really enjoy, but if you love powerhouses that are classics, that come from the 70s and 80s, that are real macho, masculine type of fragrances, you're probably gonna like Lagerfeld Classic. This made the cut because I did do a video yesterday with Rush, but also Javier, Mr. Fragtastico, and this is Rush's bottle. Okay, definitely not for me, but when I thought of this video like earlier this morning, I'm like, you know what, this gotta make the cut. This has oak moss. It's got warm spices. Definitely very ambery, very resinous. Oh my lord, yeah. There is a powdery orris root to it. There's apparently tobacco and musk. But for me, and I've never worn it on skin, Rush said that this is a powerhouse. Even like, he's only had this for like 2 or 3 years. But for me, it's musky. There is a little bit of a powdery undertone, warm, spicy, woody, but most certainly ambery and that oak moss. This smells like what my grandfather would say back in the day. This will put hairs on your chest. This is a man's man type of scent. This is definitely old school, and it's more for an older guy. If you are in your 20s and 30s and you like it, more power to you, because this old man, and I'm really not that old, I'll be 47 in a few months, I just know it's very strong. Even when we sprayed the test strips yesterday, it is an 80s, and that's not even an 80s scent, it's a 78 release. This is just a powerhouse, but I do feel that there is a certain, I don't want to say elegance or classiness to it, But you can wear this with a suit and tie, and because of how brash it is, how bold it is, how loud it really is, I think that you can wear this with a black tee and a leather jacket. Number 3, this is a great spring fragrance that has a little bit of an old school feel because it has geranium, but it also has artemisia. So it's a little floral, just a little bit with some herbal touches to it, and that's going to be Boucheron 4. All right, this just does not get a lot of mention, and this is the EDT concentration. I believe that there's either an intense or an EDP version, one or the other, and I've never smelled that, but this one here is actually quite nice. You are going to get the artemisia, a little bit of the geranium, you are going to get the violet leaf. The violet leaf is also what adds a little bit of an old school feel, along with the lavender and that lime. The base is going to be like an ambery woodiness to it, so like whether it's patchouli or driftwood, I cheated, I looked at my notes, okay? You know what, let's just spray it in the air. Man, that wind is crazy. In the air, it's mostly lavender and lime. But I feel like there's mint because of the greenery to it, but it's going to be that artemisia. But there's a little bit, in my opinion, of a green minty herbal vibe to it. I don't know, but for me this does, and violets in the air. But it just smells like what a spring fragrance would be. If you're in your 20s, you could rock it, but I think that someone who's 30 and up might appreciate it a little bit more. And this is a great office fragrance. It's great, really, it's just a great versatile fragrance. And I believe some people complain about the longevity, how they only get 4 to 5 hours. You can't really complain with 4 to 5 hours, but I myself get about 6 to 7. We have 2 left, but let's go with this one here. I'm actually wearing it right now. It's actually quite nice. Azzaro Bright Visit. You can get this little bottle for under $20 Canadian right now because it's on clearance, but you can get it for about 26 bucks. You really can't complain. This is bright in citruses. There's going to be some pink pepper, as well cassis or cassia. So there is a green component, and there's also tarragon as well. So tarragon, there's basil, that cassis, so definitely green, citrusy, fresh, very aromatic, a little spicy pink pepper, and the base is going to be like a woody, musky nuance. Really nice. Like, is it special? Is it like out of this world? No. But it's just, it never ever gets any mention. And like this one here, where is the, oh, you know what, it's on the floor. The other Visit gets all the mention. I just talked about that one because I did a video on it. But this is really nice. It's really understated. It's not a banger in like the projection and the longevity. You're gonna get about 4 to 5 hours. I've been getting about 6 to 7 hours just because I've been wearing it in the wintertime, and I've been testing this one for Florida because I'm gonna be going to Florida. This video might go out while I'm in Florida, and I'm trying to do this one with Ross, TLTG, when I meet up with him. But this is a great casual fragrance. If you want to wear it to work, absolutely, and you could wear it to school. You know, if you wear a suit and tie, it's more of a work environment, nothing formal in my opinion, okay? And last but not least, number 5 is definitely a lot more mature, gently, a little old school. Compared to this one here, is very versatile. Jaguar for Men Imperial. This is not for everybody. This is not one of my favorites in this list. There is an old school touch, so I think that someone who's 30 and up would appreciate it more than someone who's in their early 20s. But if you're in your early 20s, then by all means, please wear what you want. And if you are in your 20s and you like this, then you're a bit of an old soul. But this just has some old school notes of violet leaves. It is aromatic because of the violet leaves, but you're also going to get that herbal artemisia. There is some ginger to energize it, some nutmeg. There's a little bit of, whether it's bergamot or mandarin, but there is like a short-lived citrus in the opening. And the base is going to be like a very woody base. So like cypress, vetiver, and I think there's like a little bit of like a creamy tonka bean to like sweeten it up just a little bit. This definitely has that old school feel, and it is gentleman. I don't want to say it's bad boy because it's really not. You know, I generally find that, you know, some of the heavier notes do give it a little bit of a, maybe a little bit of an edge to it. But like the Vita Leafs and the Artemisia do give it that old school gentleman component. Very versatile, dressing it down like business casual, something like this, all the way to a tuxedo, in my opinion. Longevity is going to be about 6 hours. And guys, that is 5 underrated designer fragrances, cheapies if you want. This one, again, is going to be the most expensive one. $55 Canadian, so under like $42 USD, give or take, which is, in my opinion, is affordable. All right, so I haven't really talked about a whole lot of these fragrances. The only one that I've really reviewed and that's fully edited is this one here. This one here is filmed, just not edited. So if you want to see other cheapie lists out there, check out right here. And if you like this very video, please leave me one of these. It really does help with the channel and the algorithm. So guys, I think we're time. Take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.